What if I told you Chelsea will win the Premier League in 2025? Chelsea sits second in the league, above Arsenal and Man City, and has scored the most goals. In this video, we will explore exactly why Chelsea is set to become the Premier League champions of 2025. Chelsea is the most successful club in the 21st century, but in recent years, they have had their fair share of challenges. The sanctioning of Roman Abramovich, who brought all this success to the club, led to a change of ownership that changed everything at the club. Transfer strategy, sporting directors, coaches, players, and even the staff. All these changes led them to finish 12th in the 2022-23 season. Last season, they finished 6th. Not where they belong, but a massive improvement, especially in the second half of the season, where only Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool earned more points than Chelsea. So, it was no surprise that many questions were raised when the club decided
Mauricio Pochettino is leaving Chelsea by mutual agreement.
But little did they know, a new era was about to begin. Enter Enzo Maresca. When Enzo Maresca took over the club, there were a lot of doubts.
I'm getting a real feeling that this is an underwhelming appointment.
People only knew him as an assistant to Pep during his time at Man City and as a championship winner with Leicester. With a striking resemblance to Guardiola, they named him Pep 2.0. Even his success at Leicester was dismissed.
People like Chelsea now, Maresca, bloody hell. I mean, they had two teams at Leicester last year that could have got promotion.
But Maresca remained unfazed. The first few matches under Maresca were a roller coaster. There were moments of brilliance like the away win at Wolves, but there were also stumbles as the defeat by Man City, as the team adjusted to new tactics and strategies. Critics were quick to judge, some even predicting them to finish outside the top 6. But Maresca remained confident. He knew that great things take time. In September, the results started to show. Enzo Maresca was named the Premier League Manager of the Month as he led Chelsea to an undefeated month, winning 3 matches and drawing 1. Fast forward to present day, Chelsea is second in the league. So how exactly has he been able to achieve these results? When Maresca took over Chelsea, he said,
"If you are able to improve players, that means that you improve the team."
Maresca has been able to rejuvenate key players such as Caicedo, who has become the best defensive midfielder in the league. The Maresca's system of inverted fullbacks, Caicedo has either Cucurella or Gusto inverting in midfield to form a double pivot. This provides passing options and helps maintain possession going forward. And more importantly, when defending, the fullback helps him cover central areas, as opposed to Pochettino's system when Caicedo was left alone and exposed. Cucurella is another player who was nearly loaned to Manchester United last season but has become one of the key players, together with Gusto, as they occupy the most demanding positions of Maresca's system as fullbacks. Last season, Chelsea was labelled as Palmer FC. He single-handedly carried Chelsea through most games last season. But this season, the rest of the Chelsea attack has stepped up. Madueke, Enzo, and Sancho are chipping in with goals, but none has improved as much as Nicolas Jackson, who has the same number of non-penalty goals as Palmer in the league. What's even more impressive is that Chelsea have only 3 fewer goals than they did in the entire 2022-23 campaign. If you survived this campaign as a Chelsea fan, nothing can break you, but we can laugh about it now. Chelsea are averaging a club record of 2.6 goals per game, but people will say it's not attacks that win new titles, but defenses. You'll be shocked to learn that only Liverpool and Arsenal have conceded fewer goals than Chelsea. If you thought this improvement was the most important to their season, you won't believe how their squad depth is key as well. At the beginning of the season, people were making fun of Chelsea's squad.
Chelsea have just got to stop buying players, and players have got to stop signing for Chelsea. Part of what? There isn't anything
young,
there.
exciting team
It's
that
not,
could be.
It's not a young and exciting team.
With how the defending champions Man City have suffered due to injuries, no one is laughing at Chelsea anymore. Maresca made 7 changes at Southampton with João Felix and Christopher Nkunku among those coming in from the cold. It was another indication of their strength in depth. This is the product of a plan to construct a squad consisting of at least 2 players per position, ahead of a potential 78 fixture season, culminating in next summer's Club World Cup. It provides Maresca with options all over the pitch. If Nicolas Jackson is overworked, use Nkunku. If Pedro Neto is injured, Madueke is there. If Sancho is struggling, try Felix. If Enzo is out of form, it's your turn, Romeo Lavia. But this of course could not work perfectly if Maresca stuck to a rigid philosophy. He compares football to chess.
When you studied at Coverciano, the Italian Football Federation's coaching school, your thesis was entitled Football and chess.
He revealed, for a coach, it's important to have the mentality of a chess player. Develop a plan, study counter moves, use the arrangement of the pieces. Quite often, he will pick a team suited to the opposition his team's play. As a strategist, he makes some tweaks every week. One example saw Moisés Caicedo playing as a right back against Aston Villa and Tottenham. That allowed the Ecuadorian to invert into midfield when Chelsea were in possession, with Enzo Fernandez supporting the attack in a central attacking midfield position. Against his former team Leicester, he didn't play with a natural left wing as we are used to seeing him do. He started Felix instead, tasking him with playing as an inside forward, with Cucurella covering the wide areas in attack. While chess needs you to think too much, ignorance is also as important for Chelsea. No one at Chelsea is thinking about the title, at least not at the moment. It has become a must-ask question every week in Enzo Maresca's press conference, with every reporter hoping for a new answer to the question.
You say consistently that you're not in the title race. Do you still maintain that?
Absolutely, yeah.
This has led Chelsea fans to come up with the slogan, we don't want to win the Premier League, we just want 3 points every game.
You're level though on points and goals scored and goals conceded with Arsenal, who are in the title race, so what's the difference?
That they have been there in the last 2 years, very close to City, and we were very far to City.
With players like Palma and Madueke also refusing to commit, there are also reports that neither the owners nor the sporting directors have altered the targets they set for their new manager at the start of the season.
To improve the team and to build something important, I always said that to improve the team you need to improve players, so the main focus is the day by day how we can improve players, and then from there we try to start to build something important for the next 4, 5, 6 years, we see.
That has not changed. This means that Chelsea is not under any pressure at all, as opposed to Liverpool, Arsenal and Man City. You see, Liverpool suffered under pressure in the second half of last season as they lost their lead to Man City because they were under pressure to give Klopp a dream send-off with the Premier League title. A youthful, ignorant and fearless Chelsea team is the perfect catalyst for an underdog story to shock everyone. A similar example of Tuchel's triumph in the 2021 Champions League when no one believed Chelsea could win it. But Tuchel had a winning DNA. What about Maresca? Well, Maresca doesn't have a lot of managerial experience, he has winning experience. Maresca was Pep's assistant when Man City won the treble. In the next season, he won the championship with Leicester. Who says he can't win the third consecutive championship? While tactics are important, how you handle the pressure throughout the season is also key. It's no surprise he always dismisses the title contenders' comments. We can look back to another Chelsea coach, Jose Mourinho, who used his distracting antics to take the pressure off his players but at the same time motivate them and give them belief to win. But do you know what is crazy? The real title contenders are more influential to Chelsea winning the league. You see, in previous seasons, Man City have been unstoppable and put out insane numbers, winning the title with 90 plus points. This looks unlikely now. This made Liverpool and Arsenal lose out on the title by very small margins. In this season, Man City's wheels have come off. While they are known to have a fantastic second half of the season, it looks less likely after watching them game after game. They have already lost more games so far than the entirety of last season. And it's not only Man City, even Arsenal has shown inconsistency that was not part of their previous 2 campaigns, blowing as many games this season as the entirety of last season. Liverpool have been able to collect the points needed, but some of their wins have not been convincing and others might argue they got lucky in some games. There's a feeling that their luck may run out at some point. Maresca has done a good job of managing a team with stars and keeping them all happy. One such player is Sancho. Click this video to watch how Maresca has revived his career.